So then guys, in 2025, we still have loads of new Apple products to be released. And already we've had so many different new products come out, just like the MacBook Air, we've had the new iPads, we've also had a new iPhone introduced, but there's even more coming. And starting out, it looks like we're going to be getting some new products to begin with at WWDC, and then some even more products as we continue on in September and into October, November time. So let's start out then with the potential what we could see this summertime to begin with. So it's more than likely that Apple are probably going to bring out the new AirTags 2. Now the AirTags, the last time they actually got introduced was back in 2021, so they're overdue kind of a rehaul, especially that we've got the new U2 chip inside of it. This is the Ultra Band 2 chip because we've got the Ultra Band 1 chip in the current sort of AirTags at the moment. So this looks like it's probably going to be the only main kind of update we're going to get with this, and WWDC looks like it's going to be the main sort of time when this is targeted to actually be released. And then alongside that at WWDC, maybe we might not get the launch of this product at WWDC, but we probably will get the announcement, and that is the introduction of the new kind of HomeKit, or the new kind of home OS that Apple are going to introduce. So if we've been hearing things of like a new HomePad that's going to replace the HomePod, or maybe an updated HomePod, and obviously a lot of Siri integration and things like this, and also it can work with all your sort of smart devices in your home, cameras and other devices too. So we've heard that this is where the possibility of we're going to see this first introduced at WWDC, and then obviously the launch of it might happen soon after, or it might give more time for developers to work on this, what Apple may do, so we might actually get that release a little bit later on into the year. The other possibility we could see at WWDC is also a new Apple TV, but again that could also be delayed out further into the year too. But after the summer sort of time, or kind of the end of the summer, when we get to September time, well, there's going to be a load of new products coming at this time too. So probably the most biggest one I'm going to say, what everyone's looking forward to, are the new iPhones that are going to be introduced. So more than likely, we're going to see the iPhone 17, the 17 Air, the iPhone 17 Pro, and the iPhone 17 Pro Max, what could also be renamed to the iPhone 17 Ultra, at this event, because this is the time that Apple tend to do this. So this is going to be really exciting to actually see from them. And with those new iPhones, well, you've probably seen all the leaks and rumors bouncing around of it. Obviously, the biggest one I would say has probably got to do with the iPhone 17 Air with its super thin design and things like this, only a single camera, and then also that 17 Pro and that iPhone 17 Pro Max, or the Ultra. Obviously, we've been seeing that we're going to get that new kind of sort of camera bar on the rear of this phone. And obviously, there's going to be a few new upgrades with camera abilities and other bits and pieces too. Maybe better battery life as well. But apart from that, then really, there isn't going to be too many other kind of big standout features, as it were, mainly in cosmetic kind of design on the rear of these phones. But the star of the show, I do think, is going to be the iPhone 17 Air, because everyone's interested to see what that is going to look like. But then also at this event in September time, we're probably going to see the new Apple Watch series. So with this one, we're probably going to be getting the new Series 11. Do not expect any kind of big design changes over the Series 10, because the Series 10 was probably the biggest design change that Apple have done to a watch in a long time, because obviously we've got the full display now and things like this, and also we're 10% thinner. But we might be getting a few new health sensors, probably not the glucose one just yet, but really that is probably going to be the main kind of changes we're going to get there. But we're also going to be getting the Apple Watch Ultra 3, and with that we may be getting a slightly slimmer design with this, obviously an updated chip in it, and also the screen might be even larger now in this phone, because at the end of the day we still have a bit of a bezel going around it on an Ultra phone or Ultra watch right now. So obviously this will be maybe going from edge to edge now, so we'll probably get an even bigger display, and maybe we might get a slightly better battery life too. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But then also at this event, we could potentially see the new AirPods Pro 3, or the Pro 3rd generation, whatever you want to call them. And we've been hearing that we're going to be probably getting an updated design to the AirPods, because at the end of the day, we haven't had an update to the design to the AirPods Pro ever since they first came out in 2019. It did get tweaked a little bit when we got to the AirPods Pro 2nd generation, but this is probably going to be a whole new design again. The main kind of feature will be the H3 chip inside of it for lossless audio and helping out on other bits and piecing, making kind of saying like active noise cancellation and things like this even better than what we've got with the Pro 2. So this will be very interesting to see too at this time. But something else what is also really interesting to know about is the new giveaway we're doing on the channel for this right here. This here is a MacBook Air. This is the 13-inch version of it, and this has been specced up a little bit. What we've actually got inside of it is 24 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage, up from the standard 16 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes storage. And also, this is the full M4 chip. It's not the binned version, so it's the 10-core CPU and 10-core GPU, and you can enter into the giveaway for this MacBook Air. And all you have to do to enter in at this stage is just put down into the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2025. Maybe it's going to be a new MacBook Air. Maybe it's one of these new products we spoke about already, the new iPhone or something like that. Or maybe it's going to be nothing to do with Apple whatsoever. It could be a Nintendo Switch 2. It could be one of those new RTX, graphics card, the 5000 series. Well, let me know in the comments below. And then on top of that too, near the end of June time, I'm also going to be making a video around there giving you more details about the giveaway, including a form to fill in too, so you won't want to miss out on that. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell too to find out more information about the second part of the giveaway. But what I would also say to you guys is that sadly there are still lots of scammers and scams out there. People still impersonating me, tending to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people. Best you can see right here. Please do report them. So rolling on then further into the end of 2025, and probably the last time Apple will do an event or mini event, is the introduction of the M5 chipset inside of it. Now you may have noticed I've not mentioned the Mac Pro. Maybe the Mac Pro is probably going to skip out on the M4 kind of generation and the M3 Ultra more, I'd say specifically, because obviously the Mac Studio got that one. And we also heard reports that an M4 Ultra is not probably coming. So maybe that's going to be skipped over to further on to next year in 2026. But the standard M5 does look like it's on its way, and it looks like we could be going two directions with this. We could actually be getting an update to the iPad Pro with the M5 inside of it. So the 11-inch and the 13-inch model, don't expect any kind of sort of design changes because we just got an updated design. But what will happen is mainly the chip will just get switched out. But if we do get this update in the iPad Pro, what I would be saying is don't expect the MacBooks to get updated. Now we're hearing conflicting kind of information that the iPad's going to be upgraded first, and then we've heard other information that the MacBooks and other devices are going to be updated first. We don't know at the moment. But the main thing is kind of look towards the end of October, beginning of November time. It will either be the iPad Pro or it will be the MacBook Pros and potentially also the iMac 2 to actually get the M5 inside of it. And we've even heard that the potential that the Mac Mini might even get the M5 inside of it. Do remember that the Mac Mini had the M1 and the M2, skipped out M3 and went straight to M4, and then the iMac was, another way round there. It had M1, didn't get M2, and went to M3, then M4. So there is the possibility that we could actually still get the iMac with an M5 and also the Mac Mini with an M5, or one of them could miss that out. But the main thing is, what we're going to say is the M5 journey is going to be starting around, say, October, November time, and obviously as we get closer to that time, I'll be able to confirm with you guys which ones it's most likely going to be, if it's going to be the iPads or the Macs. But with that then guys, that is the latest products we're going to get in 2025. Are any of these you excited about? Any of these that you're going to save up your money and get one for? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well guys, it's time to wrap up this video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. Also, if you want to hear the latest Apple news reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell too. Until next time guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.